Firstly, ignore this wall, it's hideous, we're going to fix it today, but for those of you that don't know me, my name is Josh and I crowdfund for a living. This video is the first of my Kickstarter 101 series where I'm going to be breaking down the full process to get you guys crowdfunding faster. As the title suggests, this video is how I raised $250,000 in one campaign. Now it's not a braggy video, it's not preachy, it's going to break down 5 or 6 simple things that you can do to help yours reach its full potential. Let's get into it. Seriously though, look at how horrible this wall is. I kept sticking stuff to it and now the paint's all peeled off. Basically, with Kickstarter, you don't just raise the money on the platform, there's an element of pre-orders and add-ons afterwards, so we're going to cover that. But combined add-ons, batch 3 pre-orders and Kickstarter funds, yeah, it's $260,000 at the time of recording this. So that's the biggest I've ever done, and it really took very little effort, so we'll get into the reasons why, but first we'll go to the hardware store. Okay, so tip number 1 is to pick a project that solves a problem. Now, if you have a problem in your life, chances are there's going to be a load of people that have the same problem and they're going to want to buy your solution. Doesn't mean that you can't do quirky, gimmicky projects, because Kickstarter is great for that. If you can pick a project that solves an issue, it's going to be a lot easier to grow that campaign big. Okay, so now we're here. Tip number 2. Bit of a no-brainer really, but I do see it quite a lot, is to respond to questions and comments quickly. I mean, if you're asleep or you're at work, it's a bit different, but if you are able to respond to a question or a message on your campaign, let's get on and bloody do it. Like, the faster you respond, the better it is for them, the better you look, the more confidence people have, and Kickstarter is built, Kickstarter is built on confidence. So if you are showing that you're engaged and you're answering questions quickly and honestly, people are more likely to back, and your campaign will grow faster. Okay, so tip number 3 I'm going to call power of the press, and I'm going to do a whole video on this because it's a massive, massive topic, but if you can get media involved with your campaign, it's going to make a huge difference. So the best way to do that is to go on Kickstarter, look at sort of old campaigns that are sort of relevant to yours, find out who wrote an article on those, contact them and say, look, you did an article on XYZ, I'm doing this, I think it's great, I think your audience are going to love it. They'll write you an article, that's what I did, and as you see from this graph here shows you how much was pledged each day. And that point where it suddenly goes up, that's when one particular article dropped and it changed my campaign. So media is a massive, massive asset if you can get it. So power of the press, contact those journalists. So tip number 4 is influencer or affiliate marketing. These are people who have a large social media following in the niche or area that your project is going to be targeted at. You can contact them ahead of your campaign, send them a free sample, and if they like it, they will likely review it or share it with their audience. It's a fantastic way to get some impartial and honest feedback on your project. Good way to test your packaging, good way to test your fulfillment options, but also it's great to target a very specific audience through one person they know and trust. So affiliate marketing is a good one. Yes, please. Okay, so just while we're waiting here, tip number 4 is to use a marketing agency if you decide to go down the advert route. Use one that doesn't charge a fee up front. Go with a percentage at the end, and certainly never go for one that charges you a fee up front and a percentage at the end. That way, if you charge a fee up front, A, it's a big cost and investment to you, but also there's no guarantee they're going to spend every penny of it on the adverts. Whereas if it's for a commission, a percentage at the end, it incentivizes them to do their job properly, do good quality adverts, because they'll earn a higher commission. I know it's bad coffee, but it's still coffee. Okay, and the final tip for this segment is to use what's called a pledge management tool. So you've got ones like BackerKit, you've got CrowdOx. I'm going to do a full video on them, but basically the standard surveys that you issue through Kickstarter are okay for just collecting backers' addresses, but it's not very good for anything else. If you want them to offer some extras, if they want to add extras to their pledge, there's no facility for them to do it. So although it won't actually help you build your campaign, it will help continue over the top. And I can tell you from experience with this campaign using Crowdox, I've had about another 10% funds raised just through add-ons and batch 3 pre-orders by using Crowdox. So massive tip there, use a pledge management tool. Okay, so apparently this is my afternoon now, so thank you for watching the video. It's been 6 quick tips on things you can do to maximise the impact of your next Kickstarter campaign. I used all these things in the Ultimate Lens Hood, and it enabled it to go to more than 2,300% of its funding goal, which is ridiculous. So massive thank you again to all of the backers, because without you, it really wouldn't have happened. If you're interested in learning more about crowdfunding, more about Kickstarter, subscribe to the channel and comment below if you have any particular questions, because I'll answer those first. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.